سبيل الدموع
This is going to be a
سبيل
nice video that you
مريح.
watch for the day. And thank you so much for making that decision, for watching this particular video and making an intention to watch this video just because there is a special message to all the new introvert entrepreneurs. Now, there are no presentations that I use. This is just my note that I have. You see, this is just the note I have. And I just want to keep it raw, unscripted, stuff like that. Just bullet points so that we go on a conversation for next 10 to 12 minutes. That's how I do. I just want to have this. This is not a video you're watching. This is not a content that you're watching. This is me having conversation with you. Got it? Just a conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation. A special message, a special 6 messages that I have for you being an introvert entrepreneur, for you being a new introvert entrepreneur. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for joining to this particular bandwagon of entrepreneurship and looking at the world of entrepreneurs, because with whatever you had experienced before, with whatever you were doing before, and now you deciding to shift the gaze and come into the world of entrepreneurship. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We need a lot of entrepreneurs that are probably that are going to be home-based entrepreneurs. Now that you are also an introvert, best advantage, start a business online. I was like back in the day, I used to be known as the laziest kid of the family, and I was like when I got into entrepreneurship, I was okay. Now that I'm lazy, I am going to build an online from home. See that happening? You see where I am? Online home. How more lazy can I be? I just don't want to go out and work and do the physical stuff and stuff like that. Probably that'll be the branches of what I do later on. But then now, building an online empire. Now, how you being an introvert can build an online empire, an online kingdom. These are not small words that I'm using. Empire and a kingdom. These are specifically I'm using so that you have that capacity. You have that potential to make these things happen. Being introvert, having an online business, getting into entrepreneurship. Point number one. Message number one. Become a tunnel of vision. Becoming a tunnel of vision. This one line I heard Gary Vee saying. If you haven't heard him, Google it out. You know who he is. Becoming a tunnel of vision. And one of the quotes that I have from in my journey is like a puzzle, become a tunnel of vision. I'm kind of talk to myself as a third person. So it's like puzzle, become a tunnel of vision. That's like one of the quotes that I have kept it for the whole 2022. It's like puzzle, become a tunnel of vision. It feels so cool. Even you, I was kind of saying, it's like the message was like, become a tunnel of vision. You become that visionary person. You become the person who dreams and imagines. In my sessions, if you have attended my sessions, I like to introduce people. I like people when they introduce themselves with, I am the founder of this. I have founded this. You have to become visionaries of what you're doing. In Hindi we say हवा महल, बनाओ जितने महल बनाना है. You know why? Because when you create a vision, it's Trent said. Trent Shelton or someone, he said, God has given you the vision. Why do you want other people supporting you for the vision? You dream big, aim high, whatever comes to your mind. When you are an entrepreneur, you have that power to make things happen. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm not comparing you with anyone. I'm not comparing anyone with anyone. But then, when you are an entrepreneur, you can design your revenue. You can craft your income. Okay, that's what I'm going to make. Other professions don't have that luxury of doing things. But when you are an entrepreneur, like, okay, that's the ABC goal that I've got. I'm going to make that happen. Probably you don't make it. You cannot make it in this year. Probably next year. If not the next year, probably the year after that. But you have the potential of going and achieving that vision happen. You're going to make that vision come true no matter what happens. So you have to dream big. Message number one. Message number two, you are creating community based businesses. Got it? Now you're not just going to create a business, you're going to create a community, which means you're going to have people inside your community, which also means that you are going to be a leader. So you need to be learning skills and talents, and you just have to upskill yourself. How can I be great at selling and marketing and leader? how can I walk the path, how where should I start consuming content from, whom should I listen, how can I raise my own standards so people are watching me closely. People are always, when you are the leader, people are watching every word you say, every action that you take. You know why? Because now you have become an inspiration of them to them. Just because you are an inspiration to them is where they are, even in your community, and they're watching you closely, they're learning from you, they are seeing, okay, if you are doing it that way, okay, those are the consequences, that's why you don't do it probably. So they are watching all the micro details that you're doing, whatever you're doing, they're just watching you. The more honest you can be, the greater it will be for you. The more vulnerable you can be, it's great for you to grow along with them. So you are going to create businesses, you are going to create a community, you are into a business that is going to create community on the back end. You are leading. I'm not scaring you off, but then when you have a community, that's your family, not like family. That's like your family, not like that is your family. So you're like the big brother or a big sister or something. You are going to be that. So it feels good. I started, to be very honest, I started off this journey just so that I had information, I had knowledge, and I was like, I if you know my story, I'm not going to give it to the world, but if you are a part of the Academy of, if you are the part of the Academy of the, if you are the part of Academy of Artists and Scientists, you know why I do this. You know the whole story of me being a younger brother to an elder sister. You know that relation. Why is inside the community? I'm not going to give it out for you. If you want to know that story, you have to become a part of the community. Probably the links will be down below in the description. How can you join? When can you join? What is happening within the community? But I just wanted to be a younger brother who is helping a young elder sister who is struggling financially, who is struggling with the family. How can she, who is into something which she's not interested in, career wise. So how can she take like 10 steps back and start focusing on what she can do? So I just wanted to get into entrepreneurship and start helping those people and become that younger brother in a way. Message number 3, that makes me smile now. Message number 3, every skill, talent, experience, struggle you have learned will come handy. For example, if you had a heart of photography, or probably editing, or probably eating a lot of popcorn, or probably going and helping people out, or probably doing a lot of charities, or probably playing video games, or probably just binge watching a lot of things, and probably shopping a lot of things, or probably traveling, or probably just chilling and doing nothing, or probably hanging out with a lot of friends, or probably doing an art tour. If you were all doing those things, okay, the thing about life in other ways is when you start your entrepreneurship journey, now that you're on that particular journey, those things that you used to do back in the day, they are not gone. They are going to find their ways to come talk to you back again. They are going to show, I'm they are going to come and find ways to come and have that alignment with you. I love riding bikes. I got chills just for saying. I'm sorry. It's so funny that way. I love traveling because there are so many stories. Like when I did not had a bike, I I used to go walking just for the sake that I just want to stay outside. I used to work back in Jeddah, so it's like I want to spend time walking. I just want to spend time outside. It's like I just put earplugs. It's like walk 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers, just for the sake of fun. Just for the sake of fun. Now that's a story today. So when you had a passion and heart for so many things, for example, guitar or piano or skateboarding or whatever that is, those things are going to find a way and they will get blended in your business. The struggles you had, even they are going to find a way, and because of that reason, I was watching this Hindi song in the morning, Chaklende, Akshay Kumar's. In that, it's like if you just go and Google and watch him, Chaklende, he used to be a chef. Now he wants to learn Kung Fu. Because he had a reason to do something, his prior experience was roti sekna and stuff. What he did, how did he learn Kung Fu is by like belna and stuff like that. I don't even know what to call it. Belna, roti ko belte na. So that was prior experience, kind of excelled what he was doing, what he was learning. Prior struggle or the challenge that he had that found a way and gave him even more fire and reason to move forward in what he was doing. Message number 4: you will fail and make mistakes. You have to be aware of it, you have to be conscious about it, that you are going to fail. Got it? The more you fail, the more you fail, the great it is for you, because you're going to learn a lot of more lessons of things what are not supposed to be done. The more mistakes you make, the great it is for you, for your own sake, that now that you are experiencing entrepreneurship for the first time, you are open to making mistakes. You don't beat yourself, you are open to making failures, going failures. Like you will fail more times than you succeed. That's how you learn a lot of things. You have to be open, you have to be conscious, you have to be aware of it. Now, if you're not aware of it, you're not acknowledging it. If you're not going to acknowledge it, you're not going to accept. If you're not going to accept it, you're going to quit very easily, or you're going to get arrogant. We don't want both of it either. We don't want both of it. Got it? Message number 5. You're going to learn new skills. You are going to actually learn a lot of skills. Skills are like magic tricks. I was watching this movie back in the day. Again, this video is beyond what I've expected. I was watching this movie way back with Raya and the Last Dragon. Raya and the Last Dragon. In that, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but then just a small context from that movie is every skill that you learn is like a magic that you learn. And when you have specific magic that you have, that is again in other words every skill, you have fun with that skill, you have fun with that magic, you play around with that magic, you have fun. It's like you test things out, you edit things out, you tweak a lot of things out, you have fun. Point number 1. Point number 2, this is another reference from another movie called Frozen 2 that I watched like couple of months back. That think of it as a horse that is untamed. Like that horse, you don't know how to ride a horse. You know how to ride a horse, but then you don't. That horse is not kind of having that bond with you. I have never experienced that. I've seen that in movies or series or whatever that is. That to even sit on an open horse, you need to build that bond. You need to build that connection. You need to study that as like what is he reacting to, what is he not reacting to, so many cool things. Now that is untamed skill. You are trying to find ways that skill works. Makes sense? When I started building my first funnel, I had no idea what I was doing, and I was feeling so frustrated that I was just not able to get hold of funnel building. I was like, I know this stuff will work, but I don't know how to do this. So, upskilling yourself. So it takes time to build a skill. It takes time. You're going to learn things. You're going to grow. It takes time. Give it time. That was about that. You'll also feel frustrated, but give it some time. You are eventually going to learn it. You are eventually going to learn that magic. You are eventually going to sit over that horse confidently with conviction, being riding that horse like as you will. That was message number 5. Message number 6 is having a strong core sacred system. Other words, having a strong counter tactical strategies in anything that you're doing. Counter tactical strategies is like the first step of building an online business. Now that you started this beautiful journey called the entrepreneurship, the new age of entrepreneurship, you need to know all these 6 things. Being new, I was like, okay, let me record a video and give it to you, because if you just have to be aware of these things and start implementing these things very seriously, because this is going to shape and pave the path for you in so many different directions. That being said, thank you so much for being a part of this particular video. I was really happy, and this video and another video that I shot, a valuable message to new introvert coaches, the 5 mistakes that I did. These 2 things are really close to my heart, that I just wanted to have a conversation, show this video and give it to you, so that you know what you're getting into, you know the potential of it, you know what it's going to take, because everything comes with a cost, everything comes with the sacrifices. And now that you are aware of so many cool things, your journey is going to be 10x faster than you already expected. Thank you so much for being a part of entrepreneurship. Thank you so much for being a part of this particular video, and I will see you in another video.
وينشط ذاك السقيم العليل وقد كان بالسقم دهر